Hi Virgo. You must be having a new relationship or a renewal in a relationship because there's that energy here of, you very well may be dealing with a water sign or someone that has a lot of water energy because you are, there's lots of cups in this reading, and this is a card of new beginnings, and this is a very spiritual card where you're feeling very full of love and abundance in love, and it's kind of has a divine undertone to it, and it has a very spiritual undertone to it, and because of that you're feeling very it's like, I always say this, but your cup is overflowing with emotions. And so if you've just started a new relationship or renewing a relationship, or every relationship has ebbs and flows, and so if you're in a long-term relationship and you've come from kind of you're coming out of a tough time, or you're starting to really communicate again, you're really connecting again. And it's really strong for you because what's crossing it is the Lover's card, which is a major arcana. So that's a major theme for you this month, is the Lover's card. So yay, this is really great. You're feeling full of emotion, and you're feeling very connected and wholesome. So that's very exciting. Congratulations. That's a good energy to come into the month with. Now, what you're coming into the month is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is a card of messages and offerings. And it's kind of a slow and steady energy. And so you are, excuse me, you are, especially if you just started a relationship, you started in a very slow, an honest and sturdy place, and you're starting to really develop true feelings for someone, or a deepening of feelings. And if you're in a long-term relationship, things are really deepening for you on the emotional level. Now, what's the underlying tone of this relationship and love reading is the Five of Swords. And this card is kind of it is a card of loss and destruction and degradation, and so you may be coming out of a relationship, you may be coming out of a long-term relationship, or a tough time with someone, or just the general feeling of in your life. You may be coming from a place of where you felt a lot of loss and confusion and frustration. People are leaving this card, but at the same time, this person is a lot more armed than these, and so these guys are leaving. And so this very well may be you going through some lessons and learning, and having had some fights and loss, and have really matured, and you're taking your ammunition with you, and it's going to be helping your situation. So I think this is the underlying tone of this reading, but I also feel like this is more of a place that you're coming from in the long term. And you're starting something new with someone, and you were carefully starting something new with somebody, or carefully communicating with someone, and it was beneficial because now you're here and you're full of love and joy. And I really say that because this card is crowning the situation in the Ten of Cups, and this is a card of complete accomplishment and joy, and feeling very fulfilled and whole in your relationship. And so while you may have come from tough times or bad relationships in your past, you're taking those lessons with you, and it's only gonna make this new thing that you're doing, this new relationship, stronger. And you learned, and you're slowly communicating. You're not jumping into anything. Now, Virgos don't ever really jump into anything. But this, I'm reading this as the underlying tone of you're just being very careful. You've been through loss, and you've fought your battles, and you're being very careful, and you're taking those lessons with you and applying what you've learned to this new relationship, which will be very successful. You know, at least initially, you're feeling a lot of success and gratitude and joy with this person. And it could very well be a water energy, because we have cups here, cups, cups, and cups. And so it could be somebody that has a lot of water energy in them. Now, in your near future, we have the Seven of Wands. And this is it's a very fiery energy. It's a very strong energy for somebody that's really defending their position. But they're prepared. They're overseeing the situation. You're standing up on it. They're standing, or you or they, standing up on a hill, and you have your weapons with you. And even though you might be feeling like or are being attacked, you are standing up above it all, and you're in a position to really fight a good, strong battle and defend yourself and defend the position. And so this very well could be these lessons that you've learned, you're just taking with you into this new relationship, and are prepared to fight whatever needs to be fought. But you're not going to be starting a fight. You're just prepared with emotionally. You're just prepared to handle anything that comes at you. And this isn't a bad card at all, especially in this position, especially with all these cards, because if you look at how you're viewing the situation, you have the Two of Cups, and this is really two people that are pledging to move forward together and to be whole and honest and true to each other. So this is how you're viewing the situation. So you're definitely happy, and you're prepared for whatever this new love, or this deepening love, is going to be offering you, and how it's going to be in your life. So that's a really good card for you with all of these. Don't worry about this. I feel like this is what you're going to be taking with you, and you're prepared. So now, how they're viewing the situation, and how the outside world is viewing the situation, is the King of Swords. And this is a card of legal, some law and intelligence and command and authority. And so this may be not so much how they view the situation. Well, I mean, it could be. I think it definitely is how they're viewing the situation, but they are feeling prepared and ready, just like you are. They feel that they are ready to move forward into a relationship and not jump into anything, but they're going to be very thoughtful and think through things, but they're prepared. Yeah, and I don't think this is an air type of energy that you're dealing with. I think this is more of a water sign energy that you're dealing with. Or someone that has emotional capacity. Doesn't have to be a water sign. I think they have a lot of emotional capacity, and they've also fought their battles, and they're taking their lessons, and they're gonna be applying it to you in the relationship. And the Empress is in your hopes and fears, and this is really a card of it's a very hopeful card, because it really means initiative and action. It can be a card, it could also mean the unknown and doubt. And so if you are getting into a new relationship, obviously there's going to be the element of the unknown and doubt, especially when it's new. But you're definitely ready to take action and make things happen. You're not afraid, and you feel whole and ready to step forward into something. And if you're in a long-term relationship and you have emotions that are deepening and you're kind of coming back around together, you're both ready and you're prepared. And this card, the Seven of Cups, means options. You have options. You have lots of choices, and they're all there right in front of you. They're all good choices. They're all full energy. They're all full, and it just depends on where you want to take it and where you want to go. I don't know that I have too much to say. This was a really good reading. It was quick. But I think even if this is a new relationship, a brand new relationship, and you feel it might be fleeting a little bit, that's okay, because you're not so invested in it, and you may still very well may have options, and you're still trying to decide, but you're also still very happy, and you're also still very prepared to move into a relationship. You just don't know if you're 100% ready yet to fully commit, and that's okay. That is okay. So yeah, I think this reading really speaks for itself. Sorry it's so short. Let's see what the oracle cards say. Again, this is the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle deck. So, Spirit, what's the advice and outcome that you can offer to Virgos for their love life in April? The advice and outcome that you can offer Virgo in the month of April regarding their love life. Okay. This one. Iris of the Rainbows. Such beautiful artwork. All right, let's read what the book says. Iris of the Rainbows. Hope, promise for the future. How perfect is that? Iris tells us that light is breaking through our present darkness, and that hope is a powerful factor in speeding up the process. She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say that it will never storm again. But she does say that there is brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained by this passage through the storm. And the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. Always, a passage through a storm is a time of potential growth, a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away, to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we still need to release and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. It suggests that the cultivation and patience may also be helpful at this time. Wow, doesn't that just speak to this reading almost exactly? So you're definitely coming from a time, and you've definitely learned your lessons and have taken the time to prepare yourself. And I know, Virgos, that you're very good at that in preparation and planning, and you're ready. It's just a matter of choosing if this is the one for you or not. So, all right, Virgos. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Sorry it's so short, but I think it was a very good reading. And leave your comments, because I'm curious to see how much it applies to you. And it was kind of specific, and so if it doesn't resonate so much with you, definitely listen to your rising sign and your moon signs, and to kind of deepen the message. All right. Thank you very much.